scratch. You can tell I'm pretty tall. And a lot of people be like, being tall would be great. Like, I love being tall. Being tall is not that great. It's actually hard being tall. Like, you can't fit into cars. You can't find the right clothes. You have a shorter lifespan. Yeah, we die sooner.
Yeah.
The reason I can prove that is because no one has ever looked at an old person and looked up to talk to them, ever in their entire life. And the other thing with being tall, every single conversation you ever have with someone you just meet, this is how the conversation goes. You're at like work, just starting a new job, you're like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, big guy? I'm Brian. Nice to meet you. Oh, hey, I'm Toby. Nice to meet you. So, you're pretty tall. Yeah, you're pretty observant. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a compliment, like, you can't say thank you, I did it myself. Yeah, I just gotta wing it, I guess. And then there's always a follow-up question. It's, you're pretty tall. And you go, yeah, thanks. And then it's, how tall are you? What are you doing with that information? Building a roster of some sort? Like, got a journal at home. People I've met over 6 feet tall. And it's a weird thing, because you don't walk up to fat people and like, hey, what's up, big guy? How are you? I'm Barbara. Nice to meet you. Like, yeah, hey, pretty fat. That's very hurtful and mean. You say that about me. Yeah, how fat are you? I journal 400-pound plus people I've met. Barbara. Never attractive Barbara, that's for sure. Another thing with being tall, like you get the urinal dividers, and they're already probably a problem for other people. And like, I think just because I'm tall, everyone thinks I'm just looking at their junk, like just because I have that option to do that. We need to decide, like, why do they make them at waist high? Because there's no one, like, with their feet looking at your junk. It's gonna be from the eye level. I think we should have, like, some sort of law or mandate where you have to have it at a certain level. We'll just call it the Wilson mandate from Home Improvement. That's it. It's timely, I know. To do that, yeah, I was standing at the urinal the other day, and the guy was finishing up, and took his bare elbow and flushed it, and walked over to wash his hands. That seems counterproductive. The germs aren't going to be on your hands if you just used your elbow to touch it, and you're not washing your elbow. I'm not sure the logic in that one, I guess. I got a little extra time. I thought I'd just share a couple. Mike was talking about, he doesn't have a Twitter handle. I've got one that's called Toby's Thoughts _ if you want to check it out. There's a lot of construction going on today. I had a good one today though. Construction workers are a little bit like construction workers, and a lot like people that stand around outside and think. Because every time you pass a construction worker, they're not actually working on stuff, they're just kind of like standing around with like one arm, like, yeah, I don't know, yeah, we should probably start working on it. Yeah, I think so too. A lot of that. Another one I had, I made a Nickelback Greatest Hits CD. It was a blank CD. Another thing was the last thing I was going to talk about. Oh, there's a Twitter handle that's really popular for some reason. It's called That Awkward Moment. I don't know if you guys have seen this. And I think the idea is to have like a funny quip about something that happened that's awkward. But all these ones that are reading are not awkward in any way, shape, or form. Like there's one today, I think it sounds like, that awkward moment when you're in a bad mood and you don't even know why. It's not awkward. You might have clinical depression, but it's not an awkward moment anyway. Someone just said, the awkward moment when you reach the end of the day and you realize you've done nothing productive all day. Not awkward. It's just super lazy. You know what is awkward? Haircuts. That is where your problem lies. Every single time, I never feel like walk into a haircut place, usually like the cheaper ones, like a master cut of some sort. You walk in, lady comes, takes your name. What's up? What are you here for? This is hair cutting place, right? Cutting hair, hopefully. And then there's always like some lady working in the back. Like she'll take your name like, Betsy, are you working still? No, I got off like 45 minutes ago. What are those people still doing there? You know how quickly I become not at work when I'm done working? It's like right away. It's the first thing I do when I'm done working is become not at work. She's just like hanging out in the back, doing God knows what. And then take your name. Like, how long will it be? 10 minutes. It's always 10 minutes. Just short enough to keep you around, and just long enough to make it agonizing. So you go and take a seat on those weird chairs, and you start looking at the reading material. There's like a 90s style magazine, which I don't know where they're still getting those from. It's either that or like a 1995 version of People. Brad Pitt and Jennifer just broke up. So you do that, you wait, and just as you're about to go home and cut your hair off with a machete, they call your name, but for some reason they forgot who you were within the last 10 minutes. Like even if you're the only person in there, they'll look off in the sky like, Toby? Toby, is there a Toby here? Yeah, I'm the only person here. And what is Betsy doing back there still? So then finally they call your name, and this is where the real torture starts to begin. Then they sit you in a chair, and you start pumping, like 17 times. Just pumping. It was like chewing gum of some sort, or even if they're not chewing gum, it just looks like they're chewing gum. Always talking like this. You start pumping. Like, who was sitting in a chair before? I'm pretty tall. And then they start pumping for a while, and then finally they ask you what kind of haircut you want. I'll be like, I don't know how to explain it, just kind of shorter. Not what all haircuts are, really. Shorter than the original. So I asked for that, and eventually they start cutting, and this is the worst when they give you this one. I go, so you want like a 1? You want like a 1 or a 2? You want 2? You want 2? Maybe you want 3? Maybe 2. We'll go 2. I don't know what that means. It's not my job. Your job, once I give you the basis of, this is generally shorter, you put that into any number system you want. But I'm not going to tell you what number to use. I have no idea what that means. I can go to haircutters to school whatsoever. But then anyways, then the worst part of it actually starts when they start cutting your hair. They start forcing the awkward conversations that you have to have. It's always like really small talk. I had one lady, the lady goes, so did you just get off work? I go, yeah, I did just get off work. There's a long pause, and I go, try to give her a quick whip. Go, you just get off work too? It's like a joke. And she's like, no, Mr. B goes, no, I'm actually still working until about 8. Yeah, I know. I hope you're working till 8, because this is going to be super weird. When did Betsy get on? Still there? But yeah, what we need to do is, basically we just have a checkbox at the very beginning, and this will solve all the problems. Just have a checkbox that conversation, no conversation. And I check no conversation every time. That's all I got. I'm Toby, I'm pretty tall.
Yeah.
We're from Matt Eagle.